Hey everyone, it's me Prot, and this is the 8th episode of me programming Half-Life 2 map renderer and measure, the thing that loads all the Half-Life 2 maps into one giant mesh and like shows the entire game, and you can fly by this geometry. Today I'm a bit late. And this stream will be really short, like within, I think, like less than an hour or just a little bit more than an hour, and then I have to go. So today's plan is to fix this thing and this thing. So this I know how to fix this. I already looked at what the issue there is. And this we probably want to get to this today, so yeah. Okay, and I completely forgot like to open things. I was in a hurry. And yeah, today's music is Demo Vibes. I think starting from today I will be streaming listening to Demo Vibes because it's cool and it's like demo scene music and I like it a lot. And I hope you will like it too. Yeah, let me set up things. I think I have already I already did something here as an experiment of some kind. Yeah, so another thing that I did quite a few things offline. Okay, let's do this and do this. Probably there are something. Okay. So yeah, I did a couple of things. So let's look at the log. Yeah, I added Travis for the like continuous integration of some sort, like for me to look to ensure that the project submitted project state, like the master branch, is buildable, because I want to avoid it being broken. And what other things did I do? Yeah, some minor things. Improve light map color unpack. Yeah, one thing is that I had to do this offline because it involved me having to do a bit of research, like reading public SDK, source SDK. And I fixed the weird color issues with light maps, and I will show you what I mean by that. Yeah, it was completely unstreamable. Yeah, I just couldn't make show out of it. So while I did research, basically I also fixed it, and it wasn't like something that I would postpone until streaming. And another thing, like maps count settable at runtime. This I required for experiments. So profiler to separate files. Yeah, some minor things and log messages, stuff like that. Nothing like really interesting. So yeah, let's do this and this and so just to show you current state is make run. A bit slow, but yeah, this is basically where we left off last time. We fixed material loading by reading pack files, but there are still missing textures, as you can see, like here and here. Кринтью привет. This I will return to this at some point, not today. And yeah, so the thing that I fixed is weird light map issues here. As you can see, we still have this issue. this green thing, it's basically light map texture being mip mapped, and as I have all light maps densely packed, not densely, like there's one green pixel padding, and so mip map leak. This should be fixed by avoiding using mip maps for light map textures. I will do it at some point and not today. So the issue that I fixed was like, maybe you can remember from a few streams ago, there were like really weird green bands here, here and here. Not those small green ones, but like large. And so those were fixed. And the fix is SRC BSPC. Okay, light map. Let me find it. Yeah, the fix is so previously I had code like this. Something like that, not exactly this, like basically I had the thing, okay, let me just show you at, like the diff. Yeah, this thing here. So the initial code is like this, and it's not correct. The reason it's not correct is because this exponent thing can go up really high. So this becomes... okay, we can just try to look at it. Okay, it masks to 5 bits, and so it becomes basically it's sort of undefined. It's not undefined, but yeah, I believe that this in C is undefined behavior, but what it ends up doing is shifting the wrong amount of bits, because on x86 it's maxed to 5 bits, I believe, and basically these colors get wrong when the exponent is really high. So I did a few experiments. I read how the color was unpacked into in the original source engine, and I did quite a few experiments. Like, this is the currently running code, and it's slow. This is just basically some experiments. So this works, and although there is a fix for there's gamma correction there, this stuff. Like, original source engine does this, but this is like a good approximation, and it can be sped up by doing this, by adding exp checked here, so basically clamping exp to 8 bits, because output color is 8 bits anyway. Yeah, it's limited to 8 bits. Okay, so there's that. So, and another thing that it does, it really fixes weird colors in places. I don't want like to show you how wrong it was there, but yeah, it looks quite a bit more natural now. There was some place right here, I believe. Yeah, this place looked really weird. Like, it had really unnatural colors. Okay, so I think that that's everything that I did offline, everything interesting basically. So this thing is this thing is interesting because the main reason for it. Okay, let me just show you. This is another experiment that. What I supposed to? This thing I tried to load maps from episode 1, episode 2, and Portal, and they basically do work, but they require quite a bit more memory for being loaded, because those games are later games that Half-Life 2, and they are quite a bit more demanding, resource demanding. And yeah, so there are many more VPK archives for them. One of these games had like 20 VPK archives. So yeah, let me just. I think I will be submitting these before I proceed further. So yeah, these and these and these. This is debug information. Useful stuff. So yeah, increase memory limits to support later source games. Yeah, stuff like this. And yeah, now I can do this stuff. This stuff is basically if you open this VXP сервер, привет, стример, чат в стриме до сих пор не работает. Да, я знаю, чат в стриме до сих пор не работает, потому что плагин для OBS с чатами почему-то не отображается. Я не знаю, что с ним произошло. Он стал падать, а потом перестал отображаться. Я ничего не делал. Во всяком случае, хотя бы OBS у меня работает под Linux, потому что я как-то недели 2 назад хотел постримить виндовые игры с нормального виндового родного ноутбука. Поставил туда OBS, а он что-то вообще как бы не пашет. То есть там что-то совсем плохо. Я чаты как-нибудь добавлю, дойдут руки. Okay, so basically there are lump types. As you maybe remember, I was telling you this on the first stream. How does it work? We load lump faces for the geometry that is displayed there, and for those there's light map lump, lighting, I believe, light map samples. Yeah, this lump contains light map samples, which are loaded. Like these references these samples, and I built light map atlas texture out of those. And the thing is, like D1 ELI map, ELI 01 map, it basically doesn't it faces lump, contains let me just show you. Map is D1 ELI 01 make run. No visible faces found. And why is that? It's because its face light map offset is 0, which is not correct. And thing is, there's second faces AGR map lump, which has basically the same structure, the same data, except for the light map offset data. And there's another lighting HDR lump, which contains HDR samples in the very same format like the original lighting lump format. So the fix for this issue, like the format is exactly the same, is to add support for lightmap HDR and like load light maps and faces from another lamps which have the same format. Like, I have no idea why they do that. I tracked it through the SDK VRED source. Yeah, they basically do this for some reason. I have no idea why. The data is the same. Okay, so I should add this stuff here. So yeah, I have this. And HDR, the struct format is the same, but this is HDR and this is HDR. And just for consistency, we have this skip here because here is also skip. Like, there are some lamps, lamp IDs between them. And the fix is just here, if lamps light maps n is 0, if the light maps lamp is empty, then basically we use lamps basically use HDR lamps for faces and light maps data. Lamps, light maps, lamps, light maps HDR, and size of lamps, light maps. It's kind of a hack because like those are separate types, but yeah, it works. Faces. Whatever. So this should work. Let's try it. Okay, let's max maps. So yeah, now this map is loading and being displayed just fine. So this issue, and now we can check the next thing, which is, let's try to load all Half-Life 2 maps. Now we can do this. It takes some time. And so yeah, then there's another issue, which is landmark name is too long. Okay, we can increase landmark size limit. And there's another issue, too many landmarks. Okay, let's increase like max landmarks. Okay. So yeah, and it is slow. Oh, it is slow. So this looks like an entire, yeah, I don't see, the last map has no errors, it basically loaded just fine. So yeah, this is the entire Half-Life 2. without any optimizations whatsoever. So the entire Half-Life 2 map geometry is being rendered on a AMD Fury X with like, I think it's like 5 frames per second or something, like 5 or 10 or like 5. So yeah, there are a lot of draw calls and this crap. So this is corruption. I also know the reason for it. I also investigated that, and this is basically the last thing that I will try to fix today. As you can see, like there are still issues with maps being positioned wrong because this thing. How do I explain it? This music is so cool. Like, this is all demo scene from like end of 90s and beginning of noughties, and like this is my childhood. I wanted to show you something here. Okay, I'm not sure why this exact thing is there, this corrupted thing. Probably, yeah, I will have to look at it at some point. What I was trying to tell you, like, there's a lot of maps that are positioned wrong, basically because this geometry is from the very start of the game, like from there. And so it should be positioned there, and it happens when, like, if you remember Half-Life 2, there's this prison thing, and then you teleport back to the lab. So this teleport thing, yeah, as you can see, like, this is the chamber when I don't remember the name of the characters, but yeah, maybe you remember this, and then like map ends here and next map starts here, and yeah, this position is wrong because it's discontinuous. Why this geometry is there, I have no idea. I will have to look at that. And there are also some issues with this thing. Like, there's a lot of stuff missing here. Also have no idea why is that. We'll return to that later. Okay, so I believe this thing is fixed. I can safely say that yeah, these, and this is 30 what HDR face lamps when regular are empty. Fix 30, right? 30. Okay, and yeah, I can just push it. Why do you keep not remembering this? Okay, this is closed, and I can safely, like, for whatever reason, it's not updated here. I can just put it here. And look at this crap. Let me just try to find the exact map which is broken. I think it's D3 Citadel 01 or something. No, 01 is fine. 01 is fine. 02. 02 is fine too. 03. Yeah, 03 is a mess. And the reason for this mess is this simple thing. Not simple, but this indices limit. See, max draw vertices. Yeah, this is the limit. Basically, originally this project was supposed to be run on Raspberry Pi, which is kind of does right now too. I tried it a couple of days ago, and it compiles on Raspberry Pi and starts, but it doesn't run yet because there are some alignment issues that I was talking previously. So these issues are there, and we will return back to fix them at some point. I believe I hadn't created an issue for those. I will have to do that. Yeah, let me just create it right now. Model support. Injection. Yeah, there are no issue. Like, does nothing works on Raspberry Pi because alignment. Stack allocations, allocating weirdly oddly sized strings on stack, breaks alignment, which this explodes on ARM. And yeah, basically this is me, labeled it's a bug, and project, this is the streaming project, milestone, yeah, this stuff, this is general stuff. So yeah, there's that, so I don't forget about it. So yeah, the limit is there because Raspberry Pi has an OpenGL ES2 renderer without like there's a very little amount of extensions available there, and basically the bare OpenGL ES2 only supports 16-bit indices, and Raspberry Pi doesn't have an extension for 32-bit indices. So indexing geometry is limited to 64K indices, and I have to how do you say it? Yeah, basically I'm forced. My English is so bad. Yeah, I'm limited to those vertices, and yeah. Does everything work fine? Like, YouTube complains about stream health or something, but everything looks fine on my end. Anyway, if you have any issues, please let me know. Okay, so the fix here is to properly support this limit, because I'm not sure what it does now. Like, okay, this is the BSP load model preload phases, which does what? Preload metadata, and this basically checks the phase for some things and decides whether this phase should be loaded. If it should be loaded, then we do this and allocate temp memory for the phase. And remember it. Stored phase. What is this stored phase thing? Ah, yeah, this is basically copy from this temp structure to this one, just to avoid stack allocation. But I believe like I could do that too here. Oh, I have no idea. And yeah, if the result is not skip, then there's some issue with file format, and we should return that. And so yeah, it also allocates draws, like draws to a log. Do I care about this thing at all? Anywhere? So I don't care about it. And I don't care about... Yeah, so this thing is broken because of many reasons. Because I do split my geometry into separate draw calls based on material. And not based on this stupid limit. So yeah, this check is completely bogus, and this is not needed, and this is not needed. So yeah, basically there is a draw per face. Anyway, there's a draw per face anyway. Okay. Load face, vertices buffer, indices buffer. So I should decide this page, how does draw look like? Unsigned in start and count. So what I should do here is what I should do here is to make this draw reference. I still want to have a single. So basically, the issue here is that vertices buffer has more than 64k vertices, and indices buffer can't access those, all of them. It basically just basically it's masked by 16 bits, and instead of accessing the more than 64k vertices, it starts referencing the first 64k, and it looks bad. And what I need to do here is either split this vertices buffer into like 64k sized buffers, or find a way for indices buffer to access upper vertices. And this is where I want to look at render. Render H. And yeah, render basically does this. What does it? Does nothing. It accesses directly BSP draw directly. It doesn't have any intermediate structure for rendering geometry. Program create, buffer create. This is not it. Okay, I can just BSP draw. Draws compare. Okay, this is some optimization here, which I also need to do another way. Apply trips. IBO model, IBO gel name. Okay, and then where are the draw elements? Draw elements and okay, I'm thinking render apply attributes. Trips, GL vertex attrib pointer, APTR. Location, components type, APTR. Where does APTR? Gen attributes. What happened? Okay, next thing, model, buffer attributes, attrib, -1, what is -1? Components type PTR. Set of vertex normal, like stride. Okay, what I can do here is to try to store here somewhere another attribute, which is like VBO offset. And then this thing, patch these PTRs here, this PTR here to accommodate this offset. And the thing here is that currently I apply these attributes at this point, but I also should like reapply attributes if this thing changed. So yeah, several things to do. First thing is, will I be able to do it today? I am not sure. But let's try. So star count and unsigned int VBO offset. And here, what I need to do here is to vertices pose, vertices pose, face vertices, face indices. So yeah, at this point I should like unsigned int VBO offset, which is 0. If face vertex pose plus face vertices is larger than C max draw vertices, then VBO offset equals to vertex pose, basically, right? And this thing, let me check it first. We can index shift. Okay, so I need to do it like this, minus VBO offset, because I need to preserve the basically indices should be relative to this VBO offset. Otherwise, everything should be the same until I allocate draw, and draw gets VBO offset set to VBO offset. And yeah, so this is not like this. This should be this also needs like minus VBO offset. Yeah, I believe this is correct. And this also needs support from render. And trivial support from render. No, this is not the only thing. Like we do this optimize thing. Why do I have? Why is it there? I still do need to optimize this. What? Геккерка, привет. Render model optimize. I need to fix this because draw compare. Tier div. BSP draw. If left L VBO offset is less not equal to right VBO offset. Like this breaks quite a bit of optimization, but there's nothing I can do for now. Like the optimization model here should be completely separate. Okay, let me do it like this. L VBO offset minus R VBO offset. This should work, I believe. So this stuff is like this, and here render model optimize. Compare. Why do I have like two render model optimized? Rexim, wow, music, cool. Hello there. Hi Rexim. Yeah, the music here is demo vibes. Like music from early, not early, like demos from end of 90s and beginning 90s. This is my childhood and this music is really cool. And there are a lot of demo vibes, like there are like, let me check. There's a lot of mixes. Yeah, 11 of them. I don't remember listening to this one. Yeah, so I have a lot of music for upcoming streams. Just want to share it with you guys. So render model optimize happens here, but yeah, so yeah, it should happen like before the buffers gets created. This buffer get created, yeah. And another thing that I want to do here, draw compare. So basically what I need to do is I need to do this thing here. Draw compare. This is not entirely correct because I need to do it like this here too. And I also need to no, I don't need to do that because it should be already set here, right? I am not entirely sure, but let's try. Model. Yeah, so we have a draw here, and we should pass the VBO offset here. And signed int. I'm right. This is the wrong function. Render apply trips. This was it, right? Signed int VBO offset APTR plus VBO offset. and you don't like it because the arithmetic on a pointer to void is a GNU extension, so this is a const char. Okay, so let's try it. You don't like it because signed and unsigned. And this was 5. VXP сервер пишет: музыка зашибенная, спасибо, пожалуйста. КРК, нейрофанк сегодня на фоне. Там что попало? Там просто из демок. Это полная каша из всякой, как правило, электронщины. So vertex pos is integer. I just what? No, this is all the integer. Like what? This is just integer vertices. Integer VB offset. Okay, we can do it like this, and okay, it actually became worse. Some reason. Okay, I have like 10 to 15 minutes left. Okay, let's just add some debugging, printf, good old printf debugging stuff here. VO offset is from D to D. VO offset and vertex pos. Interesting. Like it I believe I should do it like this first. Okay, minus VB offset. Oh yeah, right. This actually requires size of BSP model vertex, size of struct BSP model vertex. Okay, and yeah, it's fixed. It looks fixed now. Okay, let's try loading all of the maps again. It will take some time. ГКРК пишет: Иван, расскажи, пожалуйста, про Vertex Array Object в OGL и как его связывать с созданным буфером и в какой последовательности. Сейчас расскажу. Okay, so the thing is, like, the stuff that I wrote broke a lot of optimizations that I had, like, and now it is really slow. So probably prior to doing anything else, I should like make a correct rendering optimization. I'm not talking about traversing BSP trees and like potentially visible sets, but I at least should like make stuff dynamic to some degree. Like avoid rendering stuff that is not visible and merging draw calls for visible stuff if possible. Also interesting whether I can load the entire thing into one giant vertex buffer object. So this is Half-Life 2. How it loads without level patching. This is how it looks like. I'm not sure why other thing broke. It shouldn't have broken the optimization so bad. Or you know what? Let me try another thing. Про Vertex Array Object сейчас давай быстренько расскажу. Мне время совсем истекает. Vertex Array Objects. Короче, смысл здесь такой. Говорю по-русски и быстро. Связываются атрибуты. Может порисовать? Gimp. Пять кусков на 5 кусков. Так. Смысл такой. Есть программа. Да, у меня нету планшета под рукой. У программы есть атрибуты. Каждый атрибут может указывать на что-то, и это задается через вот Vertex Attrib Array, bin buffer, Vertex Attrib Pointer. Короче, когда это разрешает, если я правильно помню, я сейчас боюсь соврать, это разрешает определенный атрибут, включает его. Это биндит какой-то буфер к текущему array буферу, создает вот этот state. После чего вот эта функция связывает атрибут, то есть его локацию, параметры его, типа сколько компонент, какой тип, там нормализация. В OpenJS нормализация всегда false, насколько я помню, ставится. Опять же, боюсь соврать. И остальные параметры, типа stride, расстояние между соседними атрибутами, такими же. И указатель на него. Вот если этой штуки нет, и если этот буфер выставлен в 0, то есть буфера нет, то этот указатель здесь интерпретируется как просто указатель на память, и он будет читать из обычной памяти. А если эта штука есть, то есть если в текущий GLArray буфер какой-то буфер забинжен уже, то тогда этот указатель интерпретируется как офсет по отношению к началу этого буфера. Вот, таким образом связывается какой-то кусок памяти, будь просто в памяти или будь то в буфере, с вот этим вот атрибутом. Вот. Даже рисовать на самом деле было совершенно зря. Ну, в общем, смысл примерно такой. Вот. Последовательность важна. То есть, кстати, не помню, нужно ли вот эту штуку делать перед вот этой. Но смысл, что вот эта штука делается только после того, как буфер создан. То есть, потому что следующий может указатель на атрибут читаться из другого буфера. То есть, вот эта штука запоминает вот этот буфер-биндинг и связывает его с этим атрибутом. Вот. Как-то так. Anyway, I really wanted to try one fix here, which is avoid setting attributes, and this thing here is like I should really do it if the VBO offset changed. So if -1D is VBO offset isn't equal to D VBO offset, only then I should do this. Let's check that this works. It doesn't work. Okay, so if I equal to 1 or this thing. So yeah, this is important, or either this thing here. No, I believe I still have to do this. Гекарка пишет, а есть какой-нибудь мануал хороший по этой теме? Спасибо. Мануал хороший по этой теме, либо я очень надеюсь, что вот эти ребята это все рассказывают. OpenGL, Hello Triangle, там, типа, Layout. Он у них там уже, какой OpenGL, взрослый пошел. Attrib. Link inverted previous, yeah. Да, порядок не важен, то есть можно так сделать, а потом его разрешить. Важно их потом еще выключать. Вот. Это один источник информации, а другой источник информации, который я советую всем, это OpenGL спецификация. Самая, что ни на есть, родная спецификация на OpenGL. Она немножко такая, типа, ее не очень приятно читать, как любую спецификацию, она такая суховатая. Но это все-таки не крестовый спек, она вполне себе, то есть ее можно прочитать там более-менее от корки до корки, она все эти вещи рассказывает. Ну, там сразу появляется понимание, что, почему, да как. Вот. So, let me try this fix. So, this looks fine. Let me try to load all the maps. XNeutronQ has followed. Thanks for the follow. Sorry if I pronounced your nickname wrong. Oh yeah, this doesn't look good. This didn't fix anything, just create more problems. Why is that? What if I disable this? What if I disable this? Will this like and load first 10 maps? Nah, still broken. So for some reason if previous had this should still work. I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, so let me try. Like we have only a single map. Does it work? It doesn't. Okay, so yeah. Model draws. Model draws. This check isn't necessary. Okay, and then check this map, and it also looks fine, and then all the maps. Okay, but it is still slow. Maybe it's a bit better. But yeah, it's still slow. Okay, this is prison, this is coast. And yeah, so the next thing to do is to like position these maps correctly and fix textures and fix fix textures, like fix missing textures and fix broken corrupted textures. Okay, so this is it for today, and yeah, I have this timeout thing here. Anyway, I will be submitting this like in an hour or something. Thanks for watching, and next planned stream is next Thursday, but maybe I will be streaming before that. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next Thursday. Bye.